What if your anxiety isn't a permanent life sentence, but a pattern your brain has simply become very good at running? And what if, starting in the next 24 hours, you could begin interrupting that pattern? For many people, anxiety feels like a default setting, a constant background noise, a quiet tension that never fully switches off. Over time, it starts to feel normal, like something you just have to live with. But neuroscience tells us something important. Researchers and psychiatrists, including Dr. Judson Brewer, have shown that anxiety often works like a habit. It follows a loop, a trigger, a reaction, and a short-term reward. And here's the key idea. If anxiety behaves like a habit, it's not something you are, it's something your brain is doing. And habits can be interrupted. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple science-backed 24-hour reset. Not a cure, not a miracle, but a practical way to calm your nervous system, interrupt the anxiety loop, and reset your emotional baseline. Section 1. The anxiety habit loop. Let's start with a reframe. You're not your anxiety. What you're often experiencing is your brain running a familiar program. Here's how the loop works. First, a trigger appears. A deadline, a message, a memory, or sometimes nothing obvious at all. Then comes the behavior, worry. Your mind starts racing, imagining worst-case scenarios, replaying conversations, trying to predict the future. And then comes the reward, even though it doesn't feel like one. The reward is a false sense of control. Your brain thinks, if I worry enough, I'm doing something useful. Over time, this loop becomes automatic. It gets wired into older, faster parts of the brain. That's why telling yourself to just relax rarely works. Logic alone can't shut down a habit. Instead, as Dr. Brewer explains, the brain needs a bigger, better offer. A response that feels safer and more rewarding than worry. That's exactly what this 24-hour reset is designed to do. Section 2. The goal of the 24-hour reset. Let's be clear about expectations. The goal is not to eliminate anxiety forever. The goal is interruption. You're showing your brain that there is another way to respond. We'll focus on 4 fundamentals that strongly influence anxiety: sleep, light, movement, breathing, and attention. These are not motivational ideas. They are biological levers. Think of this as guiding your nervous system off a worn-out path and onto a calmer one. And it starts tonight. Section 3, Phase 1, the night before, foundation. The reset begins before sleep. Because sleep is not optional when it comes to emotional regulation. Poor sleep weakens the part of the brain that helps you manage stress. That's why anxiety feels louder after a bad night. So here's your first step. 60 to 90 minutes before bed, create a screen-free zone. Phone, TV, tablet. Screens suppress melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest. Instead, do something low stimulus. Read a paper book. Stretch gently. Listen to calm music. Second step for the night. Set a consistent wake-up time for tomorrow. Even more than bedtime, wake-up time anchors your internal clock. And your internal clock strongly affects mood and anxiety. That's it for tonight. Simple but powerful. Section 4. Phase 2. The first 60 minutes. Morning reset. How you start your morning matters more than most people realize. Before checking your phone, before getting out of bed, take 3 slow breaths. Inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. On the last breath, set one gentle intention. Not a goal. An attitude. Something like, today, I'll slow down when I feel tension. Or, today, I'll be kinder to myself. Next step. Within 30 minutes of waking, get 10 to 20 minutes of natural sunlight. Just step outside. Walk, stand, breathe. Morning light helps regulate your circadian rhythm and boosts mood-supporting neurotransmitters. Then, eat a protein-focused breakfast, not a sugar spike. Protein stabilizes blood sugar and prevents anxiety-like symptoms such as jitters and crashes. Section 5. Phase 3. Midday interruption. As the day builds, stress naturally rises. This is where you interrupt it. First, take a movement snack. 10 to 20 minutes. Brisk walk. Stairs. Light activity. Movement burns off nervous energy and calms the stress response. Next, schedule something unusual but effective. A worry window. Set a timer for 10 minutes. During that time, worry freely. Write everything down. When the timer ends, you stop. If worries show up later, you tell your brain, I'll handle this during my next worry window. This teaches your brain that worry has limits. Finally, practice box breathing. Inhale 4 seconds. Hold 4. Exhale 4. Hold 4. Repeat for a few minutes. This directly signals your nervous system to calm down. Section 6. Phase 4. Evening wind down. Now we consolidate calm. First, take 5 minutes to write 3 specific things that went well today. Small things count. This counters the brain's negativity bias. Next, do non-sleep deep rest, also known as yoga nidra or body scanning. 10 to 20 minutes. It's like a mental reset without needing to sleep. Then repeat the screen-free routine again. You're reinforcing a new loop. Now pause for a second. Just understanding what's happening in your brain, that alone creates a little space. That's what we do here at Future Ready Teens. This channel isn't about hype or shortcuts. It's about learning how your mind works, managing pressure realistically, and building habits that actually fit real life. If this 24-hour reset helped you feel even slightly calmer or more in control, subscribe to Future Ready Teens. Every video here is designed to help you build clarity, resilience, and focus, step by step. And before you leave, tell me in the comments, which part of this reset are you going to try first? Say it out loud. Write it down. Because calm isn't something you wait for. It's something you practice. Conclusion. This 24 hours wasn't about fixing anxiety forever. It was about proving something important. You have influence over your nervous system. Each time you use this reset, you strengthen new pathways in your brain. And one final note. This guide is for everyday anxiety and stress. If you're dealing with severe anxiety, professional support is essential and helpful. You don't have to do this alone. Start small. Start today. And let calm become a skill you build.